Hello, Dr. Ray.
All right, Chef Jay, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great on this beautiful sunny Monday. How are you?
Sunny Monday. I'm doing great here. Sunny Monday as well.
Good. Very good to hear. So, Dr. Ray, jumping right in, last week, this week, I'd like to continue the conversation we had last week. In summary, that you said the first law of thermodynamics means that nothing can be blocked or inhibited. Instead, it must be changed into something else. So, if you can please talk more about how that works and how molecules can change shapes into other known shapes and how it affects hair loss.
Well, that's a mouthful right there, Jay. I think I would start with the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. That's the start of it, right? So
Yep.
there's how many letters in the alphabet? 26,
Yep.
right? How many elements in the universe? 92.
Okay.
92 different elements or atoms in the universe. How do 92 things become everything that your eyeball sees, Jay? Only God knows, right?
Yep.
Somehow, all of those atoms can play around with each other. They can hold hands, and they have things called chemical bonds. I've been studying them for almost 3 decades. I still have no idea what a chemical bond is, but I'm looking for one. So nobody knows how they work, but we do know that they work.
Yeah.
So we've discovered every single cell in the body, 100 trillion cells inside a human body, only 200 different types of cells, only 200 different types of cells, but 100 trillion of those things. So 200 cells, how many enzymes? About 50 enzymes. How many molecules or chemicals in the body? 4,429. So 200 different types of cells, a bunch of different types of 50 different enzymes and 4,000 different molecules. Those molecules can change shapes because of that first law of thermodynamics that God put down here when we got here. So
Right.
somehow those things will change shapes, and we today have x-rays and we can see the shapes. So to answer your question, when I was in school, we had a mathematical calculation and we would calculate what we thought theorized these molecules would do, Jay. We knew that H2O, water, hydrogen, and oxygen would come on and off these molecules somehow. And we would just put our calculations CHO, OHC, CH3, CH2. Today, all of those things from 20 years ago that we used to handwrite, we today with x rays can see the shapes of them inside our body.
Right. And you can get those initial shapes from blood work, right? Isn't that how it works now? You can find the biomarkers and then you examine those, and that's how you determine if, say, for example, someone does have that inherited enzyme activity happening, producing the, whatever it may be. You can take that shape, what's happening from, say, that we'll call it 5 alpha reductase enzyme, we'll say that is inherited from their DNA from their parents, which they cannot, you can't change what your parents give you, but you can change the shape of what that enzyme is doing. Maybe it's going off and doing bad things, defecting and producing too much DHT. So you can essentially change that shape from, so the enzyme does not, go, we can put it in timeout, we'll say, stop doing that. So you can do that with modern, molecular medicine via a capsule supplement. Like, how does that work? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Magic, right, Jay? You touched on it, but it's tough to put into words, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we've seen a transformer, right? We've seen a transformer go from a car, and you turn it, twist it, turn it, and it turns into an airplane, right? So
Yeah.
that's exactly what molecules do, Jay. So that same thing that we're seeing inside the body is the same thing that happens with those transformers. So today we understand them using biochemistry. It's basically a mathematical way to look at molecules changing shapes, and we can study them and see what directions they will go. Now, today with X-rays, we can shoot an X-ray through your bloodstream, and we can discern the different shapes inside the body, and we can theorize where they're going to go. So when people are afraid of the dihydrotestosterone DHT causing hair loss, it's not necessarily the DHT causing the hair loss. It's a defective enzyme, and you alluded to it, 5-alpha reductase. Wow, what a big word that is. But yeah, an enzyme in the body has a defect. That defect not only is causing an imbalance of DHT, there's 6 other molecules that it's also causing an imbalance of. So when we repair the defect, we are repairing the one ratio that we're looking at for the hair. We're repairing 6 others that we don't even know about. And that's why people feel so great. So people are feeling way better than just growing hair on the program, because we're reversing a lot of other effects that are happening with the other 4,000 molecules. So people ask sometimes, Jay, they say, doctor, what's going to happen if I take this dutasteride and it changes my DHT? I said, well, it's going to repair a defective enzyme inside your body. It's going to repair 6, 7, 8 different types of molecules you would have never known about. And your
Sure.
body says, thank you. So your body's a swimming pool and the cells are on the outside. Once that swimming pool has spring water, the cells know what to do. So we're just trying to make sure we get the swimming water as clean as we can.
And also with your biochemical report card and the biomarkers, you examine, people's hormone levels and, all other things, if it's cellular, if it's hormone based, if it's something happening, their sugars are way out of whack, pre-diabetes, like you can see all those other things happening. So it's also about preventing disease and, living longer and living not only longer, but longer with a better quality and more vigor, right?
Jay, Big Pharma made a medicine to treat a disease. We
Yep.
use biochemistry inside your body to rebalance your entire body. So we're changing your entire experience down here. So we understand all the different molecules and all the different directions that they can go in. So we're reshaping. So we create a formula, Jay, based on your individual biochemistry. We purified one molecule out of 54 that came from the onion that stabilizes the hair follicle. We then took essential amino acids out of food, such as lysine and methionine, and then we use the enzyme regulators in the body. All of those things go inside your body, Jay, not just to work on DHT like some of the other products out there.
Yep.
We take the HDL from the good fat, we turn it into the free testosterone. We take your dihydrotestosterone, we pull it into the total testosterone. Sometimes we move it to the estrogen molecule. Sometimes we take it to the free testosterone. We do all of that based on what we see inside your body first, Jay.
So what percentage of people would you say walking around are actually aware of what's happening within inside their internal biochemistry?
Jay, I would say there's less than 0.1% of the people in the world that are aware of what's going on inside their body.
And the easiest way to do that is via a simple blood test, right? That's it.
Well, your blood test will be able to, if you get the 9-panel biomarker test, you'll be able to find out how nutrition turns into your biochemistry, and you can find out, are you the problem or is it mom and dad's genetics the problem?
Yeah. And then it doesn't really matter. They can be changed into something, that can fix what the problem is. Doesn't matter if it's inherited or if it's lifestyle, someone's eating, candy bars all day long or whatever it may be, or if it's hormonal, and all those things now can be addressed, identified diagnostically by blood work via your biochemical report card and those biomarkers that you spent over 20 years researching. So simplest way is just, it's Monday, right? New week, new chance to do something. What better thing to do than do something for your own one body that you get with, what are you going to do with your one precious life? You better take care of it because it's the only body you have. So the best thing you can do is go to, www.stopandregrow.com, book a consultation, talk to an expert, then get the comprehensive assessment, book the blood work, find out what's causing it, what's causing this cosmetic indication, this hair loss is just a sign that, hey, ding, 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 something's wrong. Something is wrong within your body. And the only way to do that is to get that blood work. So Dr. Ray, thanks for, kind of explaining how that all works on a molecular level. But honestly, the only way really to for someone to know, like, what is it? What's causing my hair loss? What's causing my fatigue? What's causing my lack of libido? Like, why am I not getting any gains in the gym? Why am I, go get your blood test. You can speculate for days, but until you get the blood work done, it's just, it's a waste of time.
You got it, Jay. It has to do with H2O, right? It's just H2O, water. Hydrogen comes from the sun, and somehow we get too many dihydrotestosterone. See how it works? H2O is
Yep.
the problem. We just got to figure out which direction the H2Os are going.
Yep. All right, doctor. Well, thanks for checking in. I know you're busy, and we'll talk next week. But I really appreciate you tuning into the podcast, and we'll get that information out to the people.
You got it. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate what you're doing.
All right. Take care of yourself. God bless.
You got it, brother.